So this is Donkey Kong Country, the Trilogy Definitive Edition, and it's fucking defaulting to full screen because it's a shitty fucking garbage heap. Okay. All right. I really wish it didn't do that. And it will capture. Hopefully, it captured before. It'll do it again. We just need to give it a bit. Give it a sec. Are you gonna capture, bro? Bro, you captured off stream. That is a lot of noise. You know what I love about streaming, chat? Oh, I know you hear it. Maybe it's because it doesn't have a fucking... Maybe it's because it's in video files. Maybe if I'm like in the actual... Well, no, it did it before too. God damn it. I literally tested this before stream. Like literally, like I tested this 40 minutes ago. All right. Let me try a different method. Okay, that method works. Okay, we're gonna try this again. It's... God damn, this thing is such a fucking mess. There's like a bunch of intro videos at the start, and I want to try and show those to chat if the fucking game will let me. It keeps defaulting to full screen and doing bizarre shit, and that's like part of what's not helping this. Okay. Finally, we're getting somewhere. There we go. Many characters and elements in this game belong to Nintendo, blah, 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 blah. This is a Brazil-developed video game by Andre Productions. Now we can actually see it. This is allegedly made in QuickTime Fusion's engine. Allegedly. I had Sarlene look at this to try and figure some shit out about this, and she didn't get anywhere with it. Couldn't figure out what it was made in. I only saw one Reddit post. Revenge. I want revenge. One Reddit post that mentioned this was on QuickTime Fusion. No other source though. All right. So this is a fan game, very obvious. I've only sampled parts of the first level. I'm not playing this right now. This is some kind of, like, story scene playing out or something. I don't actually really know, but I'm not in control at the moment. How's the volume? I assume it's probably fine. They sure are just jamming. Yeah, Kiddy Kong's back. Alright, now... This is a fan-to-fan game in the mold of Super Nintendo's golden age. We are from the 1980s, and we love the difficulty level of the old games. If you're not used to games from that era, you might find it a little difficult. So chat, one thing I want to mention here is that this game does some absolutely fucking bizarre shit on a technical level that makes it frustrating to stream. It defaults to full screen every time you launch it, for one thing. There's no way to stop it from doing this, it seems. I've tried using exterior tools like lossless scaling, the borderless window tool, and they don't really seem to want to work with this game correctly. They don't really want to work with this game correctly. And also this game, when it is in full screen, goes to an absolutely bizarre resolution and has black bars. And it runs an exclusive full screen. This came out like in 2023, I think. At least this final version came out in 2023, I believe. It's got some weird stuff, as you can see, like F1 for several different control models, 8-bit do, PlayStation, Xbox. There's these weird things where you have to like press function keys to change like the control models, which is weird. So weird. Apparently you can change the Kong's colors with the other F keys. Also, Sarah was telling me that for some reason this game calls to the internet. I did some research and there's no evidence that this has malware. At one point, though, apparently the website did just have a bunch of, like, porn ads on it from where you download it. And also it self-certs itself for the website where you download it from, which means that it's marked as, like, a unsafe website. There's all these bizarre things associated with it. She recommended I run it in a virtual machine, but I'm a fool and will raw dog it. I think enough people have played this game, and I went sifting through a lot of comments to try and figure out anything about this thing. Didn't really learn much about it. Most of the information's probably in Portuguese or something. And it's very bizarre. It seems to be made with, like, at least an earnest... It's not like a fake game in the same way that, like, some stuff is. So, like, it's a real video game in a manner of speaking. It's just extremely bootleg. Like, this game is very bootleg. And very poorly made, but seems to be made with, at least some heart. It seems to be an actual legitimate fan project. Yeah, exit pause. You pause by holding down the enter key, if you're using keyboard controls anyway. So you have to hold, and I guess even on controller, you have to hold down the button to pause, which is absolutely bizarre. And I guess to exit a level, you already completed before you press both of the start and select. That's weird. It says roll is on the triggers. I mean, it's what it is. It's what it is. They don't let you configure the controls. We'll see what it actually feels like when I play it. I don't know. Yeah, so this is a very fucking weird game. I've had this in my back pocket for months, waiting for the right time to do it. I think today, on the day that Donkey Kong Bonanza releases, this is the right time to do it. So let's get into it. I wonder how the co-op would go. So this is a world map. And for the record, just in case anyone is wondering or doesn't know, I'm playing this in a tiny window. I can't make this bigger without ruining the fucking problem. It causes problems. So I have to play this in a small window. It's bigger for you guys than it is for me. So I don't know if that's going to be a debuff or what, but I'm definitely not getting whole use out of my monitor here. Anyway, this world map is incredible. This is very much something. Oh, there's an additional map too. So that was like the overworld. This is the actual other one. Well, my controller works. There's nothing wrong with this controller. It's actually very new. Yeah, that's right. Known Kong enjoyer. You're right about that. Hello, Blue. So, we just go right in. Right, so roll does work like it normally does. I don't know why it said it was like on the shoulder buttons. It actually isn't. What the fuck is this? So the left trigger like makes... Oh, it lets you do that. I was wondering why it was making like Dixie like zip over. Okay, that's a new move. So I'm gonna say something that's probably assumed and pretty obvious, despite its appearances in some ways. This does not, in fact, control like the original games on Super Nintendo do. They're not accurate. In the least. They're trying. They're trying. But it's not quite there. It all feels off. In some ways, very off. And yes, the camera is special. And very stuttery, too, you might notice in some of this. The jumps are incorrect in their height. And, like, the general arc and how you, like, drop. They're actually quite a bit shorter. The jumps are, like, quite a bit shorter than how they are on these characters in their respective games. But you might also notice, like, part of the thing here is that, this is a Kong combination that does not exist in the other games. Wow, this throw does not work the same in the least. Holy shit. Is it even possible for me to, like... I can't control the throw. Okay, so when I throw like that, I do not get to, interesting. Anyway, this background is something, isn't it? There's, like, almost these, like, photos that they used or something mixed in with other assets from games. It's Kiddy Kong. Everyone's favorite. I got the hero coin. It's Rambi. Whoa. Kiddy Kong is riding Rambi. Look at him. Look at him go. It's everyone's favorite character, Kiddy Kong. Alright. So this still works. I'm going to assume that the secret is there. How did I know? Okay. How do I get over there? I guess I don't. Okay, it's just a secret that has that, and then I leave. Okay. So I'm expecting this game's probably going to end up getting very difficult. I don't know how far I'm going to get into this game. I don't know if I'm going to stream more of this game in the future. We're collecting hearts. It's like Valentine's Day. Why not? Why are we collecting hearts? I don't know. They don't tell me anything. A remix? Well, there were older versions of this game that released that were apparently even more shoddy and broken. So they did a definitive version. So the other one wasn't called that. Only this was. So the original release was different. Okay. We did the things. We got letters. This is amazing. So I have not seen the second level. I only ever saw the first level. So from this point forward, I am completely blind. All right. That's a background choice. So here's the thing. There has not been a single... Nobody in existence has been able to reproduce the Super Nintendo controls of Donkey Kong Country Trilogy. That is just something I have learned. Oh, wow, you can't do that in this version. Okay. That is just something I have learned over the years. Okay? Also, I don't know how you get that O. Do I do the ground pound? Will that work? No, I guess you needed Kitty or throwing a Kong or something. That's fun. The fish drowns. Well, this water effect is not working correctly, but it's kind of cool. Underwater, specifically. I don't know if that makes for good gameplay, but, some of this is kind of busted. Was there a TNT barrel? Let me go take a look. Or I used it already and it's too late. I wasn't really fully paying attention. Oh, there's the Kitty Kong back here. Yeah, they're trying to go for a Silicon graphics vibe. All right, then. Yeah, this, clearly still quite buggy. I think that's fun, like the slip, fucking drowning in the water when you kill it. I think that's good. There was an air meter? Are you fucking kidding me? Well, that's, not something I like to see in my video game. Let me look again. You're right. It's in the bottom left, and there's a number. See, some of this is harder to see because I'm playing this in a smaller window. You're actually getting a better viewing experience, chat. In theory, I could make this window larger, but it might fuck up the capture. So I'd rather just not. It's very weird seeing Donkey Kong riding Rattly. Also, what the fuck? Okay, Rattly's just gone now. We're grabbing green bananas, much like in DKC 3. You drown if you take too long, exactly. Okay, I guess we're just not getting that Rattly thing. So Rattly was just like gone. That's not how it works in the other games. You keep the animal buddy between the bonuses, even if you're not using them in the bonuses. That's so strange. And this was made by fans. Tisk tisk. I've got a bone to pick. If this is the best you can do. Anyway, I might be the only person to have ever streamed this game. Much to think about. That it's very possible I'm the only person. In a lot of ways, this is like something like Holly Heck maybe would stream. Except she hasn't. This is like something that you'd see on her stream, so it's interesting. Yeah, you are doing that. That is from the intro of the first game. Are we doing the whole song? We almost were. Oh, there's Funky up there. What's going on, Funky's Travels? The Discord self-promotion stuff, nobody looks at that. That stuff's a waste of time. Oh, you actually move around in here. That's unusual. Do I not talk to Funky? He was doing something pretty cool there. So it's just like free to use this. I want to go see what Funky was doing. So he's just on top of a fan that isn't moving, it looks like, but steam is coming out of the fan. And then there is promos like Kremland is 90% off. It shows the world maps of the respective games. You see the stuff from TKC 3 in the background here. You see the different crafts and boats that you use. There are Funky Kong surfboards of various kinds here. One saying I love banana. Master of the coins. The vacation of your dreams at Kremtopia. Good surprises with the world map thingy again. Yeah, Kremlin written in the style of Battletoads, exactly. We sure we can't talk to you? Guess we can't. That's weird. You're usually able to always talk to everybody. Oh, it's nighttime now, even though it was daytime. This sure just has a lot of random stuff. I'm not necessarily complaining, though, but it is interesting just having all of these things from all 3 of the DKC games just in the one thing. It is an interesting concept. There's a shiny thing here. It just gave me some bananas, that's it. Okay. What a fascinating specimen this has been. I am fully expecting this to go completely off the rails. And like maybe past like World 1 or something, it's just gonna become fucking impossible. Wow, whoa. This camera is doing some stuff when you climb on these ropes. What the fuck? That's not good. Uh-oh. You expected to crumble apart by World 4? Well, in the, oh, right, I keep forgetting you can't do that in this game. In World 4 of the first Donkey Kong Country, it's when the game gets way fucking harder. So maybe. Hey, it's the canonical duo. So I guess only Donkey Kong can get those, and they're just like banana bunches or whatever. On a technical level, it'll barely hold together. You're probably right. Interesting. Green Hill Zone, but Kaizo difficulty. Who knows? Destroy them all. Oh, this just respawns the barrel. Okay. Oh, they put the barrel way over there and only over there. Also, you can stand on top of the barrels, which is weird. That's like a thing you cannot do in the original games. Very weird they let you just stand on top of them. This does not seem like this is very easy to do. Okay. At least not with these characters. Hey, Tommy Fists. There's just a lot of really weird things going on with the way this game is made and controls. Just like a lot of weird stuff. Like there was like me just earlier, I was on a platform and then I almost fell off the platform, then like got back on it again. A lot of weird stuff. You know, back in my day when you got a big banana, it was for beating a boss. Now they just give you a big banana for beating a level. Colorful corals. Underwater stage. Ooh. This is gonna be good. We do have an air meter. The underwater controls are different. All right. So they are not the same in the least. We got air bubbles. I knew this was gonna be the mechanic. Oh, that's always the best mechanic. Everybody loves this mechanic. I also don't know about the aggressive warping that we're doing here. It's kind of a cool effect. I appreciate it's a cheap but kind of cool effect. Yeah, there's like a really weird swimming up animation when you hold up on the D-pad and swim that is not in the original games. Oh, I missed on guard. Oh, that might be a debuff. You do still swim faster when you hold up, though. There's just this weird arc that you're doing now. So, like, it's sort of faithful, kind of. The swimming controls are definitely not the same, but they, at least tried. They at least understood that there were idiosyncrasies to how it controls. Okay, I just can't get that without on guard or something? Okay. I don't know if that's a Galaga noise. I've never played Galaga. I'll have to defer to chat's knowledge on that. I don't know what I got hit by, chat. What I gotta get hit by? What? Well, for one thing, I was at the end of the level. Another thing, I just got hit by 2 things that were invisible. This is a fan game. The pearls, I didn't see pearls, though. Are they, like, super tiny? Are they, like, imperceptible on this window that I'm playing on? They're quite small. Oh, good. I'm always happy when things are really tiny on an already small screen that I'm playing on. I could try making the window bigger, but I don't know if it's gonna fuck something up. Let me look. Yeah, that just breaks the capture. I also noticed there's like a slight... You just... do that. Yeah, no, that just doesn't work. How do I fix that? I guess I have to turn on full screen and then turn it off. Oh, you know what it could be? So all that did, me changing that, is it made the screen black. So the game broke. Cool. Did it save? I'm gonna take a guess. It did not. Oh my god. Yeah, you can't play this in full screen. Because it makes the black bars captured. So I can't play it in full screen. And it will not let me make the window bigger. So there's no way to fix that. Okay, good to know. Anyway, we probably lost all of our progress. I guess this time I'll just ignore getting the collectibles and then see what the game does if it punishes me for that. So yeah, I have to play it in a tiny window. No choice. Yep, that sure made me lose all my progress just because I decided to press maximize on the window. Yeah, I think they're going to do bespoke save points. I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Anyway, so if you missed anything, good news. You're going to see it again, except this time I'm just holding right and going toward the end. And ignoring everything along the way. So this is how, whoa, I got hit there? Excuse me? Anyway, this is the massive tier of jank this operates on. That just changing the fucking window made the entire game go black. This is the real, fan game experience. Why am I back here? There we go. Yeah, no, this is a weird video game that feels like it should not exist. This is very strange. Why did I make a fart sound when I killed him? Oh, can you do the water skip still? Well, I need to be able to fucking be safe and do it. Can this Slippa move? Go away. Oh man, these controls are weird. Okay, you can still do it. I wonder what Diddy looks like riding it. Not normal. They're certainly trying. Remember, this is the definitive edition. You know, I probably could have used those lives, but I couldn't really get them because of the way that the balloon immediately went up into the air. So interesting. Every time Diddy jumps. And... okay, he's making the noise now. Before, he wasn't making the noise when this guy was jumping. This reminds me of like a fucking GBA thing where it's like, they gotta make a sound. When Diddy jumps, he has to make a noise now. He has to go a little like, whoo, whoo. So Diddy's roll is weird. You can just like reset the animation. There's not like a stopping point. You can just like kind of almost chain it. You do like stop slightly, but he doesn't like do a normal roll. Like his roll doesn't work the way it used to. It sort of does there when you just do that, but it's like completely incorrect. The animation is not correct. It's not the right speed. It doesn't do the same thing it does in the original game or 2 games. It's very strange. Anyway, trying to get back to where we were. Just been experimenting with a few of these other combinations because I didn't get them before. You know, I looked to see if a Diddy amiibo was in stock, since apparently it was in stock in the Nintendo store. But I guess not in the Canadian one, or it immediately went out of stock, because they had like a older Diddy Kong amiibo I've never seen before. And had that had him on top of a barrel, and I thought that's pretty cute. And amiibos are allegedly cheap, so I'm like, you know, I'll take a look. Maybe I might even get it. Maybe I'll treat myself. But now it's not in stock. Why would it be? Dixie is unamused. She is bored by his lengthy dance. When someone clears the level, that's their favorite thing, is to watch a 10-second victory dance. Anyway, we're back to the level. Apparently there's something saying I could go up. Oh, that barrel's not animated at all. Why are these barrels not animated? I wonder what it looks like when they drown. We'll probably end up finding out just through playing this. Oh yeah, no, the air bubble noise is absolutely bizarre. A lot of things in this are out of place. You know, that is faithful. What happened there with On Guard there, that's faithful to the original game. They accidentally reproduced that. That, On Guard noise is completely incorrect, though. It's like high-pitched. It's like weirdly high-pitched. So I don't know how you get that. Oh, there are the pearls. Oh, wow, those are really hard to see. Now that I can see them, though, hopefully I can spot them in the future. Yeah, no, everything about this is, like, weirdly off and incorrect. I'm kind of used to that, though, because I've played the Donkey Kong Country Game Boy Color version. I've played through all the GBA versions, so I'm used to things sounding weird. This is a different tier of that, though. Andre's room. Okay, it's not a level. You're finally here. I'm here all focused on programming, and I can't wait to meet you. I'm programmer Andre, and believe me, I know everything about our universe. Absolutely everything. By the way, did you know this entire universe was created not in just 7 days, but in 7 years? This took you 7 years? Oh boy. Yes, it took 7 years of hard work for all this to exist, thanks to Lord Luis Silva. But anyway. If you let me talk, this will become a monologue without end. In any case, whenever you see me around, come say hi. I know everything and give you invaluable information about everything that exists here. Lord Luis Silva, bless you. And then you're just kicked out. Okay. That is certainly interesting. Just self-insert. So it's Wrinkly's house, chat. Is this where we save? It looks like a save barrel. Wrinkly doesn't want to talk to me. Why is Wrinkly alive? Shouldn't she be dead? Shouldn't you be dead? I noticed there's Donkey Kong Arcade there in the background. It's looking a little souped up and unhinged. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we're doing the old save system. That's not gonna wear thin at all. Nope, no sir. Well, at least we managed to save. Summer rain. Wow. Oh yeah, this has a lot of flash game energy to it. That rain effect is, sure. 7 years, huh? You know what, buddy? Rock on. I bet, like, the secrets are also just, like a lot like in the first Donkey Kong Country, where they're just probably in, like, death pits and stuff. So that's part of why I'm not exploring that, because we have the traditional save system. I like how this... Oh, that bonus was just there to trick you. I see. We're starting to get into ROM hack territory here. Go back to the beginning of the level. So we have fake bonuses now. Well, you know what that tells me? That tells me to ignore all bonuses from now on. Because the developer is just going to punish you. Everybody enjoys having to redo parts of the level that they just did. Everybody enjoys a fake bonus. Yeah, like when they say 7 years, they probably mean like how I say that I've been making stuff on the internet for like, how long has it been now? Whatever, since 2008. How many years that's been? Why is that not working correctly? However many years that's been since 2008. That took longer to load. Yeah, 17 years. There you go. But, you know, for me, I've not been doing that non-continuous the entire time. Now, has it still been a good chunk of time? Absolutely. But yeah, no, it wasn't actually literally been that entire time. That was weird. I, like, automatically shot out of that barrel, despite it not being that kind of barrel that does that. I see, though, that we're starting to get into the sickos territory. It didn't take very long. Because the barrel stuff... Oh, boy, the barrel stuff has problems. Oh, this animation is completely new for Espresso. Yeah, all this is incorrect. The sound, controls. This feels very unclean and unholy. And there's a lot of, like, blind movement here. I guess there's, like, a secret there. I don't know how you get that. I don't think I care. There's also a distinct possibility, though, that we don't get to see the whole game unless we collect literally everything, because it's sort of like that in the original. I say original, but you know what I mean. Original trilogy. I like that there's a trophy gallery that's very ominous. I don't really know much about Nintendo Nightmare. So we're fighting a boss named Belcha. Is that just going to be the DKC3 boss again? It is. But this time he's outside and he's fucking pissed. And he's doing a new thing. Wow, that sound effect is a choice. Oh wow, that barrel throw was real bad. I wonder if you can arc your throws like you can in the third game. I never tried it. I guess we're gonna find out. Seems like you can. Will I be safe here? Is this the safe spot? Can I find the cheese? Looks like I did. Why is Donkey Kong a ghost? Yeah, show who is the best or whatever. Waterfalls, sunset. Look at all those waterfalls. And there's a low frame rate shark. There's an airplane. There's Andre's house again, which is just a SNES controller. An North American SNES controller. There's some skulls. Those waterfalls do be falling. I don't think that's how waterfalls work, though, especially the one right beneath me. I don't think that's what they're supposed to look like. Anyway. Okay. Well, we have 2 ways to go here. Oh, we get like a sick remix. Okay, you just put the hero coin there. Okay. Sure. Oh, I guess Dixie also does her whimpering sound every time she does this. Only the jump roll. Not her normal jump. Why? Why does she do the thing that she does when she's dying? Why does Donkey Kong turn into a ghost when Dixie picks him up? Actually, still a ghost. I guess they turn into ghosts? Yeah, they just turn into ghosts. I didn't notice that. You know what's another thing that I don't really quite care about with the way that they made this game? And it might be kind of obvious, but this game is super zoomed out. Like, I like being able to see in my platformer, and technically you can see. But also, it's like the camera's bad, so you also can't really see. Oh, this one goes up. I see your secret. Wow. But it's really zoomed out, so it's like hard to see like the smaller assets and Kongs and stuff. Like they're really tiny. What do we think about this remix? Is this a remix they made, or they just took it from somewhere? Hi, Uno Squid. Dixie's strong. Ong. Oh, okay. Waterfall. Oh, okay. One of those, you think? The Jam and Salmon Miller stuff is being sourced. You might be right. But there's definitely additional layers of remix on top of it. Hello, Eerie Gray. Got the echoes. We got this mechanic from the first game, the dumb drums. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, this is Bonanza. Completely, totally. It's coming out today. Got early access. Nintendo gave me early access. You know, it's fucking hilarious, chat. I will not name who it is. Because why start shit? For no fucking reason. But something fucking hilarious is there was a streamer who I saw who said that they got fucking Nintendo gave them a game code to fucking play like a new Nintendo game. I don't even remember which one it was, but they said in their stream that Nintendo gave me a code, and I'm like, no, they fucking didn't. You're fucking lying. As like some bizarre way to like get additional cred because like, oh, Nintendo sponsored me and gave me a code. For those who, oh, that was interesting. For those who pay closer attention to this sort of thing, that never happens. Nintendo doesn't give people codes unless they're reviewers, like from an outlet or something, and even then, usually not. Nintendo doesn't do that stuff. They don't give streamer codes or sponsor streamers. That doesn't exist. Nintendo fucking hates streamers. They don't want you to stream stuff. Like this thing I'm streaming now, Nintendo would be mad at me. They'd be like, you're playing a fan game, you fucker. So fucking mad. Fucking pissed. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of like just pathetic, and like for anyone who knows stuff about like the biz or whatever, it's super fucking obviously fake. I just found that weirdly desperate. So I guess the mechanic here is we go back and forth with the TNT barrel. Yeah, Xbox gives away codes all the fucking time, including early access codes. That's normal for Xbox. I think Sony does it sometimes. I mean, hold down the start button. Because to pause this game, you have to hold down the start button. I just want to catch up with chat a bit. Nintendo gave you chlamydia? Damn. Sorry to hear that, fried potato. You were the first second generation worker at Nintendo? That's cool, dubious. Wow. Chat. So I'm trying to get out of this pause screen. It says on the bottom right, to exit pause, press the P key on your keyboard, even if you're playing with controller. What? Fucking weird. Holy shit. This is like high tiers of bootleg. Like, I'm trying not to be too rude or mean or whatever. It's a free game. It's fan-made. But it's got a numerous amounts of problems on a technical level and many other levels. Because again, reminder, I have to play this in a fucking tiny fucking window, chat. A teeny tiny fucking window. In fact, let me see if I can show you. I should be able to show you what I'm looking at here. Let me think if I can actually do that real quick. Is there like a private way I can show this without... Oh no, I'm not making the window bigger. I'm not touching it. Don't worry about that. I think it'll be fine. Let me see. I'm just trying to think of a way I can like show my desktop without just showing literally everything on it. Let me see. I used to have a thing on Windows 10 that did that. It's gone now. I think I might know a way to finagle this, maybe. So if I go like this. Okay, that doxes me. So that won't work. Let me try. Let's try this. Is there a way to get the snipping tool to do full screen? There is. I think. Well, that's the wrong fucking... Oh, it's doing the literal everything. No. This is so jank. This takes too much work. This is taking too much work. Is there, like, fucking anything I can do about this that isn't annoying? I guess I could, like... Will this work if I try this? That works, I guess. Let me try it like this. And then I'll just fucking edit it in Affinity Photo real quick. So that it removes the part that tells you where I live. Because the weather thing on Firefox just tells you where you live, right? Okay. We almost got this, chat. It's totally worth it, I promise. Totally worth it. Absolutely, 110%. It's definitely not a waste of fucking time. That song did not loop correctly, in the least. Also, it's worth pointing out that this game wants to be in front of everything at all times. I accidentally made the window bigger. Whatever. I can't do anything about that. It didn't break it, at least. There. Will it work now? Okay, this is acceptable. Gonna double check. And is there any information on here? The answer is no. I blocked it out. Okay. Here, chat. Here's what this is what I'm playing at. This is the size versus my resolution. So, was it worth it? So this is how I'm playing this. Okay. Because if I do anything else, it breaks. So you have my perspective now. All right. Trying to move that back in the center a bit. Because I did move the window on accident. Or not an accident, but I had to. Anyway, let's play more of the game. Giant trees. I think this is the latest level. This is DKC 1. Oh, but they're mixing it with DKC 3. They're brilliant. What a twist. They've got this figured out. There's screen tearing. I'm just noticing that. Why is there screen tearing? Well, we know why. There is one Reddit post that claims this was made in Click Team Fusion. That's the only source of what engine this is running at. Sarah was not able to decipher what engine it was by looking through the files. So it is a mystery, but there's that one person who claims that it was made in that. And it wasn't the developer. Oh, that's right. We can't trust bonus rooms anymore. So, because they decided that they're going to have troll bonus rooms that teleport you to the beginning of the stage, we are now ignoring all the bonuses in the game. I forgot. Silly me. The developer's real funny. There's a lot of games that have used Click Team Fusion. Yeah, it's true. That's a rare thing to do. Well, that's new. You were never able to kill those guys before. This is a choice. Wow, that's not the death sound at all. Okay. You know, that really should kill you. They do literally explode. Whoa, what the fuck are these physics? That's not how that works. Okay. You know, the tire's not supposed to do that. What the fuck? That is not the correct flashing. Oh, is this a real bonus? I committed to it. This is a real bonus. Oh, okay. These ones don't seem to disappear. I also agree that a Click Team Fusion game on a baseline level should be more polished than this, which is why I'm skeptical. Maybe it's an in-house engine. So I guess I'm meant to use the vultures to go up to the... like, bounce up? Is that what I'm doing? This background is like basically just a photo, isn't it? Yeah. Without having Dixie, that would be harder. That makes sense. How many lives do we have? 7. It's also very interesting you have no control over which Kong you get. Oh yeah, I didn't like check out changing the colors. So you just change it. That looks really bad. Holy shit, that Diddy. That is not done. That looks incorrect. So that's how you change Donkey, the other one. You just press F5, and the other one's for the other Kong. Interesting. His tongue color changed, did it? I can barely fucking see, but you're probably right. I mean, chat knows what I'm looking at, so... Oh, we're going this way. I see what we're doing. This invincibility lasts a lot longer than it did the original game, it feels like. Remember, chat. This is the definitive edition. Why does Dixie's overworld sprite look like that? That's not what she wears for her hat. Why does it look all, like, beige? What is this? Enchanted Autumn. This sure is a lot of levels before a save point. Faithful to the original games, in some cases. Sonata. I am as confused as you are. So we're doing platform perils, but we're doing it with the other asset. I see. Or not platform perils, rather this is the elevator antics mechanic, but done with like those instead. Well, at least you get a lot of momentum when you do the roll. Arguably more momentum than the original games. This gets a lot more weird than that. I know you just got here, though, but yeah, there's a lot of more strange things than that. Not sure why I didn't get on the platform there, but sure. Like, there is a laundry list of weird, wrong things about this. Innumerable. Wow, my momentum just immediately stopped for some reason. Okay, good to know you cannot use that to your advantage. It will just kill you. So you cannot do that mechanic in this game. Does not work correctly. Will not try that in the future. Good to know. Learning experience. Oh, there's a tire up there. That's fun. Oh, Squitter. Remember Squitter? I wonder what the time limit is on these webs. Or like the sprite limit or whatever. Wait. You can't fucking kill these things? That's against the law. They're doing some stuff here. I see what they're doing. I do not agree, but I see what it is that they are trying. No reward for that? Okay. Maybe getting the hero coin is its own reward. What is that noise? Why is it doing that? Can it not handle the sounds being overlaid? Are those like... That doesn't seem right. Whatever. Oh, sure. There's so much going on with this. There are so many things happening. I have so many questions. How is there not a save point through, like, all of these levels? This is wild. I know I can just fly back and save, and I think I will, considering how I don't trust this game. What? Did it make that sound last time? So that is from the third Funky theme, where he will do, it will make that noise to go, do 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 da, or whatever. That's what it was from. Why that was made, I don't know. I don't know why it was used that way. Okay, so we want to go back to Funky. Okay. Wasn't even when I got in the thing that time, it just did that. What is this NES controller house? Well, it's here too. You'll probably see it soon. Hello, so are you. We're learning about that together. I can't really tell you because this is, an enigma. Oh, we're... Okay. And we're doing this. Okay. Hello, Sarah. Okay. This is a mechanical choice. At least it's not flashing my face. Not that it would matter because I have to play in a tiny window. Truly a baffling experience. A unique one, though. And it's free. Unlike Donkey Kong Bonanza, which would cost about $900 Canadian. Maybe 800. Maybe I'm being a little too overzealous. Maybe a mere $800 to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. I like how the song loops really well and smoothly. It's like seamless. Yeah, we could go with the meme of this is Donkey Kong Bonanza. Yeah, it's the future. Switch 3. I think probably 800 would be without, and maybe assuming I get like the Pro 2 controller or something. It's hard to do the calculations because everything's in fucking US for the baseline, and that's how everybody thinks about everything, so I have to be reminded what the CAD price is for these things. Whatever a $70 US game goes for in CAD, which is like, I think like about $110 when you add in the tax. That seems about right. So just that for the game. And then the console is like... I think it's like... Hold on, chat. Let me hold down the pause button so I can go and look at that. Because I'm actually kind of curious. I forgot. Let me see. Yeah. Oh, it's 110 CAD without taxes. Oh, my mistake. Of course. How silly of me. Okay. So the just the no Mario Kart bundle, just the Switch 2 console in Canada is $629.99 in Canadian dollars. And on Best Buy, it is available to ship and available at nearby stores. Wild that it's not completely sold out. Why wouldn't people be wanting to immediately go out and spend $629.99? Yes, 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 you are correct. You are correct, Sarah. You have to press the P button on your keyboard even when you're using a controller. Yep. I thought you might enjoy that. I discovered that earlier. Hold Kong and leave animal. Yeah. You know, normal stuff. Other than the severe lack of games at launch, and the really, really terrible screen for the portable part of the Switch 2, really my main problem with the Switch 2 remains that it is incredibly ungodly expensive. That's generally my biggest issue with it, is it's like, why is it so much fucking goddamn money? It's like highway robbery, and it's even worse in Canada. Like, that's really the big thing. Like, if it were cheaper, I would have a different attitude about it. But alas, that is not the current situation we are in. I would much sooner get a new GPU than I would a Switch 2. That would do a lot more for me. Sure, that's a choice. I can only assume that that is not possible to get without... Yeah, we're... Okay, this seems mandatory. Go back and forth over and over again. Keep throwing the barrels at them. Gameplay. This is gameplay, right? Oh yeah, no, Nintendo always does this. Every generation they get super successful, they get completely overconfident. I know that Reggie was talking about that too, where like during the Wii and stuff too, he had to fucking push them to get them to bundle fucking Wii Sports with it. Like, he had to fight for that. And then it ended up being like a huge fucking success. I don't really like, the thing about Reggie is I don't like respect every single thing that he ever did, right? And I don't respect all of his views and stuff, just the things outside of like gaming and all that. But the dude was sometimes extremely fucking right about stuff, like with the Wii stuff in particular. Like, he definitely had the right idea with certain things. I wouldn't go as far as to say he was brilliant or is brilliant or anything like that. Just, you know, when he, you know, really had the good idea, it was really, really good. So that's kind of, where I sit with it, right? What makes this the trilogy? I don't know. We're hopefully going to find that out together today. I legitimately do not know why it's called the trilogy. Okay, we can finally save again. No, it's not a remake. It's like this bizarre fan game remix using a whole smattering of random assets. And yes, it has the classic save system. So someone was wondering, what is this fucking house? This is Andre's room. Good to see you again. It's not easy to go through such a dark waterfall, right? But I knew you could do it. When I was a kid, I had problems with the turbo ski in the northern hemisphere. I couldn't pass a waterfall, but pressing a button, I ran faster and got it. See, a lot of people don't even fucking know that, which is funny. By the way, thinking here, how can there be people who still lives without pressing this run button? You know, that's fair. It makes me nervous to see people walking so slowly. You're not one of those, right? No. Some places can only be accessed running. Well, I need to focus on programming here. See you soon, right? Lord Luis Silva, bless you. So that's what Andre's room is. That's what the weird controller house is. So there you go. He does make a good point, though. He makes a very good point. I have seen people play this game. Well, not this game, but the original games, particularly Donkey Kong Country 1. And they don't hold the run button down. Like, it's a foreign concept to them, like, to not even try it or think that they need to do it. So, like, people will, like, sometimes, like, use it selectively, but not all the time. It's interesting. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting concept. Alright, so where is the next level? What the fuck is, like, way the fuck down here? Oh, okay. Cackle. I'm not sure what this is gonna be. Oh. It's the dude from... Okay, I just managed to avoid taking damage by just ducking. Good to know. So, this is the same thing again? Throw a TNT at the boss and then it'll eventually die? It'll probably do something else, right? Maybe it'll just go really, really fast? Yeah, it looks like what we're doing here, faster and faster. We even have a sound for that on the stream. Is this an official game? Hello, JC Denton. What do you think? No rule of threes here. Sure. Get out, skeleton. Nothing scares my grandchildren. Wow. You sure did a lot, Cranky. Mine of stones. Well, this is a lot. There's Andre's house in the distance. Caves. There's like there's like some art on the wall in the background there. So, for those who don't have all the context, the developer said in Andre's room that this took 7 years to make. Oh, these ones you move, okay. Seemingly no time limit on moving them. Whoa, that's a really... that really hit very loudly. I looked at chat. I don't know why I didn't land. It looked like I was gonna go on that platform. And then I looked away and I wasn't there anymore. My mistake. I should make sure I verify the landing first before I look at chat. I'm in concentration mode here because it's starting to demand certain things from me, and all the physics are fucked up and weird, so I have to be careful. Okay. Okay. Alright, now I can look at chat. Yeah, if they had 8 years. True, that 1 extra year would have made a lot of difference. They sure just put save points anywhere, huh? The last one only had a save point toward the end of the world. This one has one at the beginning, basically. That's interesting. Maybe it's gonna get real sickos here. Maybe it's gonna get, like, completely unhinged, and that's why this is here? It is so odd. I was mentioning that earlier, that they just use, like, a tiny bit of Dixie crying for a jump. But only... It's weirder than that. It's not when she jumps specifically, it's when you do a roll jump. Is when she makes that noise. Do you think this is gonna become my favorite DKC game? Well, we're still probably early enough into it. Who knows? Who knows? It might maybe become my favorite. Who knows? It's certainly a new experience. Oh, are we gonna get a minecart section? Is that why they put a save just before? I see there's a thing down there. Is that like a way to skip it? Oh, this is probably gonna be so fucking sickos mode. They're gonna make this so fucking hard or something. The physics are certainly wrong, I'll tell you that much, but that's true of like everything in this game. That's a loud crash noise. Very violent. Got the checkpoint. I always enjoy it when, like, level designers just put random shit anywhere. Even if it makes no sense or whatever, they just have stuff hanging around. This background's also an interesting choice. Makes you think a lot about the world around you. Okay, so with these physics, clearly I was meant to change my jump big time there. There's not really a proper short hop like there is in the original. I just missed that coin somehow. I kind of made contact with it, but okay. Oh, wow, that's what the cart does. That's funny. Interesting. Intriguing. Yeah, the world's... This is like a low grav, like, you know, like a fucking Quake or Unreal Tournament. This is like the low grav turned on in the server. That's what's happening here. We got low grav minecarting. I actually don't even know if there is a short hop. Maybe? Oh, you can do that, slow yourself down. Okay, I made the same mistake again. Okay, that probably should have made contact, but the game didn't think it should. How does this feel compared to Donkey Kong Country Returns? That's a good question. Donkey Kong Country Returns is a video game. It's jury's not out yet if this is better than Donkey Kong Country Returns. Currently, it's a close call. I don't know. The minecart specifically, I don't know. I mean, Donkey Kong Country Returns is a fan game as well, so, like, it's kind of hard to say. That guy comes at you fast. Oh, we're at the end. I'm not getting that letter. Hello, Meta. I'm gonna go back and save, because why not? I don't trust this game's stability anyway. The fuck? Oh, I thought Diddy was ghosting for a second. That's just the weird animation of the cart train thing. Wall of lamps. I don't like how they're starting this song out. This remix. There's clanging a bunch of pots and pans together. So far, this remix sounds like a severe downgrade from the original. Silverware melancholy. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, God. That was a good one. Sometimes chat's got the jokes. See, chat could be really funny sometimes, right? But then sometimes chat will be like, through my entire Donkey Kong 64 playthrough, be like, and Chunky, he's dead. And I'm like, yep. He sure is. Why wouldn't he jump? Oh, it just didn't want to work on that side. For whatever reason, he gets stuck and won't jump here. But if I go over here, he will jump. Interesting. Yeah, they sure ruined this song. Holy shit. This is like one of my favorite tracks. And they completely butchered it. Impressive. I actually don't know where I'm going. Oh, there's a rope. Don't you think it's kind of weird that these HUD elements just stay here? Isn't that bizarre? It's also like sometimes make you think there's a 1-up next to you and there isn't. Why is Donkey Kong's rope animation doing this? That's so weird. We're not taking the bonus because the game developer established that there are fake bonuses, and they will boot you to the very beginning of the level if you take them, and there's no way to tell which is fake and which is real. I'm going to take an educated guess because that bonus was very easily accessible. It's probably fake. Yeah, and there'll be a cackling noise that'll happen when it happens because they think they're very funny. You're not gonna move? Oh, now you're moving. Okay. Oh, there's a tire here. Yeah, it's the opening where he drops onto Cranky. I recognized it. Come on, Kitty Kong, you can do it. You can do it, buddy. Go for it, man. You've got this. There you go, buddy. There's co-op mode for this, by the way. Not that it'd be any way to really feasibly play it, but it is in the game. Hidden statue. That's ominous. I'm gonna go back and save again. Game developers love... Amateur game developers love to do the funny troll thing. The fuck are these? These like barrel lights? There are 2 directions to go in this stage. Okay. Sure, why not? Oh, these guys. I love those guys. I'm sure they're gonna work just normally and completely fine. In case you're wondering what these, like, sparkly things are, that's only for Donkey Kong the banana. Pound it, and then you get, like, a bunch of bananas. It's like picking up pennies off the ground. What the fuck? Why did that damage me? Oh, it's moving. This is our first auto-scroller? Okay, sure, that happened. I don't know why the physics did that, but sure. You thought it was raining? Oh no. Trust me, you would know if it was raining in this game. There's a very bespoke effect for the rain in this game. We've had one stage where it was raining. There's a very specific vision for what that is supposed to look like in this game. Even though all of this is fucked up and incorrect and at every turn, I assure you, chat, in the hands of another streamer, they probably wouldn't have gotten this far. And also, because this is a fan-made game, I have a decent idea of what they're going to try to do when it comes to some of these levels. Well done. Well done on the Fumo mode. That's clever. I didn't even notice it for reasons that were probably pretty obvious. The fuck? Okay. I'm just skipping some of this with Dixie. Sure. At least the game designer was kind enough to have that there. Andre's room. Look who's here. I don't know what you're thinking. How is this Andre guy everywhere? Oh, he knows what I'm thinking. I'll tell you. I travel with Funky's plane. With it, I can go everywhere. But my room, I cannot reveal as I transport. That is a secret. By the way, have you been to Funky's travels? Some trips can be invaluable. It might be important to revisit some places to collect new items. Oh, you're gonna, like, do that thing, are you? Yeah, that's not happening. When I was a child, I was always traveling to catch balloons. Well, as you know, I need to focus on my project. I need to fix some bugs here. You sure fucking do, buddy. You sure fucking do. Lord Luis Silva, bless you. I mean, it would probably be asking for trouble on a baseline level. Not that it's using a ROM, but, you know, it's pretty... You can search this. Like, you see the title? You see the title right above the game there? If you search that on any search engine, you will find this right away. You can also find it through YouTube typing the same thing. So... I'm gonna go back and save again. Yeah, the physics sure are suggestions in this game. But yeah, their ominous hint there, talking about going back to collect stuff, is something I predicted from the onset of this, where they're probably going to do something like you can't see the rest of the game up to a certain point until you go back and collect everything in the game. Or whatever. Almost a guarantee that they're going to do that. And when they do that, that's when I stop playing this. Wow. He's throwing naughties. It's true, it's not the GameCube challenge. And you know, you can bail in the GameCube challenge, but only under very specific rules, as longer time watchers would know. And you know, otherwise I just like shelve a game like I did with The Incredibles. Oh wow, that is a powerful thing it's throwing. The Incredibles will have to be beaten at some point. And it's pretty close to being finished. It's just burnout on that genre of game. We finished Wind Waker though, and that was no small feat. Wind Waker is an easy game for the most part, but it takes a while. Like, that playthrough was like almost 24 hours long. I had to recalculate the length because I forgot I put the VOD in, because I usually calculate my game length by the VOD length. And I forgot that I had included the like first hour where I was just talking and not playing the game, because I thought context for the new model updates were important. Yeah, I was mentioning that earlier, that that not only am I playing this in a teeny tiny window, 720p I believe is what this is clocking in at. Not only am I doing that, I am also, everything is really fucking zoomed out, like massively so. I'm gonna go out on a limb here based off of what I've seen in the past, and safely assume that a Sonic fan game operates on a much higher baseline quality than what we are seeing here. Just a hunch, though. Cug. Oh. No? That's fair. There's a lot more of them, yeah. There's hardly anything for this. This is like basically what you see is what you get. That's a bonus. We're not going for that. Fuck that. That's probably a real bonus because of where it's located, but like, fuck that anyway. So far, this hasn't gone completely off the rails, but also I am a sicko for this game that's not the same, but kind of the same. So maybe that's getting me through this. Yeah, just because of the quantity, you're less likely to come across the very worst ones. That makes sense. Yeah, I would say so. If I understand correctly, the development history of Sonic Mania is pretty explicitly like fans worked on it and made it, right? That was what I had heard. I'm not the Sonic lore expert here, though. There's someone else in chat who's a lot more informed than I am. Oh. This is, interesting. You know, I can't help but notice that every single boss we fought so far does the exact same thing. You know, that's fair, because Rare also couldn't really figure this out. Like, Rare didn't really have any better ideas, really, so... yeah, understandable. I like how they give you iframes when you, Oh! Oh, look at this. They're throwing out tiny little... oh, and they're ruining my... they're ruining my barrels. Uh-oh. This has gotten harder. All right, we got it. First try. Rule of sevens. Horrible beast. Don't ever come back. I'm gonna be real. This, like, Cranky Kong coming up and giving, like, something to say is cringe. All of the lines have been cringe. Every single one of them. Okay, we're gonna go back and save. I know he does that in the GBA versions. But they're also not, the lines are not that cringe on the GBA. They're better. They're better. Yeah, it should just be something like I'm old, and that's it. Do we know if Cranky Kong is in Bonanza? Or is that a safely guarded Nintendo secret? Anyway, if people didn't see the Funky Room before, this is the Funky Room. Him and Rambi were in the trailer. Okay. You mean the direct that spoiled the entire video game? That direct? This is, I guess we're gonna have brambles here? Is that the idea? Oh, this is a fucking epic orchestration here. This shit's about... what the fuck is this animation? I mean, I guess Donkey Kong didn't have one. It looks like Donkey Kong's, like... about to fucking... I don't know, it's like a fucking gyrating... Remember, this is the definitive edition. Oh, by the way, for those who didn't see it, because there's only been like 2 levels that were underwater or had underwater at all. The underwater in this game is like Sonic. You have to get air bubbles or you drown. It's explicit about like how long it takes for you to drown. And I have not drowned yet, so I don't know what that looks like, but it is a mechanic in this game. Hello, Andy. And zinger death sound is so many of the sounds in this game are incorrect. Oh, that one was normal, but the other one wasn't. Like, sometimes they overlay each other, I think, for just no particular reason. Donkey Kong Country Returns does not have any underwater levels. Tropical Freeze does. And there is no air meter in that, from what I remember. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly. There is one in Tropical Freeze.
Goku was here, it was fun. Everyone liked Goku. Thank you, Goku.
Yeah. Goes to show how much I remembered from some parts of Tropical Freeze. The main parts I remember about Tropical Freeze is that they didn't learn most of the lessons from the last game. And they made some of the levels like better designed and more interesting, but they also still kept fucking up in fundamental ways. I do not understand the Tropical Freeze's best 2D platformer ever narrative. More power to ya, if that's your favorite video game or something, but Tropical Freeze is to me, a very lazy video game in a lot of ways. You can play worse video games, absolutely. It's just like, they call them Donkey Kong Country games. Returns and Tropical Freeze, and they're not Donkey Kong Country games. They are bad sequels, bad entries in a franchise that they are based on, because they are not like the other 3 games. This game has more in common with fucking those games than the fucking new ones do. I'm not saying this is a better game, mind you. Just that this kind of understands the assignment a little bit more in terms of like any of the goals here. The bonus room designs in this are scores better than the ones in Returns and Tropical Freeze, and that's not a joke. That's just a fact. It's not my least favorite. I wouldn't go that far, but this is like, I don't think there's a realm where I play this again. There sure was a lot of optionals I just ignored that the game probably will try and force me to do again. And then I'll be like, no, you're not. See ya. Best platformer, Super Star Wars on SNES. Super Star Wars looks so fucking cool, but it's clearly that game is extremely fucking difficult. And that's kind of an interesting thing about some games, right? Where it's like, some games are like hard just because they're hard and it's not because they're poorly made necessarily. I don't know where Super Star Wars fits into that spectrum. Like, is it hard because it's got problems? Or is it just hard because it's just, well, it's difficult? Like, it just has very tight timings and, you know, stuff like that. Because there is a difference, you know? There is a difference with that. Super Star Wars is completely unhinged, but I remember renting it once, and I enjoyed it, but I got absolutely fucking nowhere in that rental. But I remember, like, and I've seen it streamed on Twitch, of course, and stuff like that, but that game is like oozing style and production value and just seems cool as fuck. But it's like, seems also to be impossible. Yeah, like Sarah's saying, one of the hardest games she's ever played. And Sarah's played like a ton of games. They just throw stuff everywhere without thinking too hard about it. Yeah. Yeah. There's water here. And yes, the water just breaks. It just does that. It was doing that in other stages too. Anyway, air meter, bottom left. What are we doing here? There's a lot of stuff happening here. I think the subsequent sequel ones are easier. I think the hardest one's the first one out of the Super Star Wars games, right? Yeah. Well, that's what Speedy's saying anyway, yeah. Significantly easier, I see. I gotta play those sometime. Oh yeah, I didn't mention it, because there's actually been an okay amount. I've been feeling chattier today. More to talk about, I guess. I did do off stream late last night. I worked on getting more of the Resident Evil 2 retro achievements done. I'm getting pretty dang close to getting the mastery on that. It's been pretty fun. Like with anything else, I would say it's all depends on, like, some sets are bad. This one's like largely pretty good set. It's got some stuff I don't like really care for in it, but most of it's been pretty good. I think it's been a very good one for just giving me more incentive and constructive goals to get better at that game. And it has absolutely done that for me, so I'm pretty pleased about that. And yeah, so I got some of the really tough ones done off stream that are grindy, and I did make some attempts on the last couple weeks I've streamed it. Okay, no, okay, sure. Oh, hey, Aki. So I got the no damage done on the final boss of Scenario A. I forget what it's called because they all have, like, they're like G-type number this. I think it's G-type 5 or whatever. They all have, like, numbers like that, so I forget, you know, their names. But the final boss of Scenario A, I did that no damage. I also did it knife only as a... Those are separate achievements, mind you. I also did it knife only. And, G unit, yeah. Which I think chat, the people who've played it or watched me play it know what I'm talking about. But yeah, literally the final boss of Scenario A, like that dude. Yeah, so, knife only, and I also got a no damage on it, separate achievements. And it turns out the no damage for that, by the way, is a lot easier. Like with a lot of these things, you just look it up to learn what the strat is for some of that stuff. And the strat for no damage is actually shockingly easy when you know what it is. When you know the trick. And it's literally you stand in this really specific spot. You stand in this very specific spot, and if you do that, all that the boss will do is keep jumping in the same place up on, like, the higher area over and over again. And you just position your gun in the right spot, and then you just shoot him to death. There's setup involved with getting him to do that, but once you have him there, it's like, you know, he will not be able to do anything. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Oh yeah, every Kong is here from the Super Nintendo trilogy. They're all here. They're back. Yeah. So, basically, got that done. I also got the knife only done on the final boss of Scenario B. So I got that done. When I mean final boss, I mean the literal one, like the one with the time limit. That's like the final Birkin form. The vagina boss. That's actually surprisingly easy to knife only. I actually did that on stream practicing it, but I got the actual achievement and executed on it like normally off stream. That's actually a lot easier than it looks. It sounds like it's impossible, but it actually isn't. Then I did the achievement where you have to beat Mr. X without healing. So I did that one as well. So I got that one out of the way. I have not been able to do the no damage on Mr. X. Like, I think he's technically called Super X, but I almost got that down, but I think I need to be Claire to do it, because it's like, otherwise you have to do it perfectly without like attacking him at all, and that's tricky. But I almost got the no damage on that one. So those are some things I did off stream with RE2. I just thought I'd mention that. I have to take a short break. Gotta do a bathroom break. So I paused the application, the music keeps playing. So that doesn't do anything. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna sit here. I'm gonna disassociate from my VTuber model. And I'm gonna go to the bathroom because I can't pause this game. So that's what we're doing. I will be right back. I'm back. All right. So. Oh, I didn't pause the VOD recording. I mean, that's probably funny enough. I usually remember to do that, but today's been a weird stream because of how jank this fucking game is. So it makes sense the VOD might be a little slightly jank, because I usually cut all that stuff out by pausing the VOD, then unpausing it, but... No, I'm active again. I'm active again. So. How's it going? There's brambles in the sky, did you know? Everything in this game is crusty. Sticker Brush Symphony Remix. Barrels. Surely barrel levels never get completely unhinged. Does that jump when I jump? It sure fucking does. Why are we doing that mechanic from DKC 1? With, like, the wrong enemy type. Sure. This definitely won't be a level I'll be stuck on for, like, forever. No, just put the level map back there. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. These barrels are special. Yeah, I kind of suspect the same. That the new renders would be the main point of effort. We might be hearing the beginning of this song a lot. I say might, it seems a guarantee. Oh, these barrels are so intriguing. They also don't give you a Kong at the start, so fuck you. I think this is where the difficulty takes a this is where this gets serious. They gave you one there. Oh, okay, so you can't do that to go over. Good to know. Okay, apparently I got hit by that even though I jumped on him. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the barrels don't work right in this, which I'm sure is a very shocking statement considering everything else works so well in this game. This is the only time a problem's come up. What I do find fucking hilarious, though, is that the exit's right beneath me. Like, it's right here teasing you. Oh no, not in the least. I expected that the Bramble level would be like where the game starts to get ROM hacky in a way that is negative. It also probably will just require that I pay much closer attention to everything that's happening. And I have to like lock in, as some say. That's, not sure what they want me to do with that. Do they want me to skip that platform? Or not go in that barrel? Is that a troll barrel? Yes, this is like, even though it's not a ROM hack and it's a fan game or whatever, it's to that territory game design wise of ROM hack derogatory. Yeah. Yeah, 110%. Okay. One thing that's probably the biggest, like, there's a lot of things you can poke at. Can I change her color? Which one was hers? Why'd that make my controller show up? Whatever. Why can't I change Dixie's color? Let me change Diddy's. Oh, there we go. Because I know she was on the wrong color, so I wanted to fix that. Checkpoint. Okay, that's good. I don't know about the live situation, though, but we got checkpoint. There's like another part of the level up there. I don't know if I just ignore that. Probably bonus stuff, so I guess we ignore it. Because the exit is beneath, so... What if Kongs were purple? What if their tongue were blue? These are things that are answered in Donkey Kong Country, the Trilogy Definitive Edition. What do you think, chat? Do you think that the remixes in this are all shit? Are any of them good? Comment down below. Okay, he just moves in a set pattern. A cute little Oshawott. Welcome on in. DK. That spells DK. Well, that was a miscalculation. I should have seen his path. Watched him more closely. You know, that was the end of the level. I'm pretty sure. Or very close to it. That's a shame. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do to not get hit by that. Maybe you're supposed to tank it with another Kong. Bottom tier OC remix slop? Yep, that's what I thought too. Dixie's kind of overpowered in this, so I kind of want to reserve her. What the fuck was that? Whatever. Sure. I wonder who I will have. Will I keep her? Yeah, I guess I keep her. Okay, that's something. I guess you only lose her if you die with a secondary Kong, maybe? I don't know how this fucking works. Or maybe I'm just getting lucky. But yeah, a major design flaw when your Kongs are completely random. So you have to like try and make your level work with every Kong. I say try. I don't think there was actually an attempt. Same thing happened as last time. That's interesting. The animation, I guess, just kills you on some of these guys. Some of the Kongs have like a longer drop animation, so it fucks you over. Yeah, no, definitely. They should have just had fixed Kongs for every level. Absolutely. That would be the way to go about it. You know, I really don't want Dixie here. One up. I don't know where that came from, but okay. I am getting low. So I made a mistake on this guy, yeah. I gotta watch him more closely. Oh, they want me to use the barrel on this guy to get past him. So if I don't do that, I lose. Wait, there's another, though. Fuck you. What are we doing then? That's impossible. What the fuck? Did I have to throw a Kong at that? Was that what we were doing? Okay, we're done the level somehow. That was a massive difficulty spike. Interesting. Okay. Roll into the back of it? I mean, that does not work in the other games. Never tried it in this one, that's true. And this game does not work like the other games in many ways. We have learned that. Yeah, extra instruments on top of the normal songs. Yeah. Yeah. True enough. Okay. Wonder what the next one's gonna be. Hazardous storm. Oh, you're gonna get to see the rain. For those who haven't seen the rain, strap in. Strap in. This rain's not nearly white enough. But it is rain. Oh, yes. We're doing this mechanic from DKC3, but there's no, like, tell for it, I don't think. Okay. Oh, there is a teeny little tell up there. It's not really properly telegraphed, though. Awesome. That's awesome. That 1-up's just gone now. You went all the way up here and it's fucking gone now. Go fuck yourself. I'm all corrupted. Maybe. I sure do love having Dixie Kong. I think I'm gonna get zapped. Well, that happened. I'll wait. Kitty Kong, everyone's favorite. You know, Dixie would have gone off here pretty hardcore. Really? So only... Who can damage that then? Kitty Kong? That's bizarre. They're both heavies. Only Kitty Kong can defeat that guy. Well, this is an interesting game design choice for your level. Very good game design here. Only the best. I like that they put brambles there just in case you hit the edges or something. That's nice of them to do that. You are doing an analysis of what Wrinkly has in her room. Awesome. That's how it ends. That's how that level ends. This is a fascinating specimen. Rolling in thorns. Oh. Are we gonna get, like, invincibility power-ups? Oh, we're doing this. They're trying something, chat. They're being ambitious. They're being bold. Why can't I fucking grab this? Oh, right, because you stand on top of barrels in this for some fucking reason. This is a choice. Oh, okay, that hits you for no reason. That's not how that works in the other games. Sure, but yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, okay, it's one of these. So this isn't how this mechanic works in the least in the other games, but they changed the rules for this level. They had to do this. They had a vision, they had an idea, and they needed to do it. No matter how much it breaks the game's rules. Yeah, this is a Donkey Kong Country Returns level. That's basically what this is. Those are bad levels, by the way. Those are my least favorite levels. So it's interesting that we're going with that. Oh, it just suddenly stopped working between the transition there. Cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and he just snaps to the barrel too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Very janky. I thought the game was gonna crash or something. Oh, okay. I keep forgetting. Why did he lose the barrel? What happened there? I keep forgetting that, you can't damage the zingers with the steel barrel for some reason, even though that's literally how it works in every entry of the franchise. Except, like, when they're colored the wrong way. I love it when video games change their rules. Like, arbitrarily. Oh, it just lost its position again. You randomly just lose track of the barrel. And you just die. So the game will just sometimes decide you're dead. Like now. So this is probably, if I were to take an educated guess, since this is literally non-functional and does not work at all, I'm going to assume that there is no more video game after this, and this is just the end of the game. 7 years. Oh, it did it again. And again. Oh, we're back. We're back on it now. Oh, it just stopped working entirely. It won't stick to us anymore. That just completely stopped happening. So the core mechanic just broke of this level that they invented specifically for this one level. So this is unplayable. So I think I know what's happening. If I hold... Well, I partially know what's happening. It doesn't all make sense. But if I just, like, hold left and jump, I'm off the barrel. So that's a game over. I love Kitty when he yells and screams. Fucking instant back to this music. Masterpiece. Amazing. Yeah, I beat the video game. Alright, they put you back in the world map, okay. That's weird that they put you there. But okay. So I assume you just start with like 5 lives or something like the original game. Yep. The DK barrel works again. I love it when the core mechanic of the game doesn't work. Yeah, so I think this is impossible. So this is probably the end of it. Like, I don't think this is doable, not without a lot of luck or something. Oh, the DK barrel broke again. Only worked the one time. I also noticed that they won't give you Dixie here. I wonder why. It's almost like they couldn't make Dixie work on the level, and they know that Dixie could break it. So they won't give you Dixie in the pool. Yeah, this doesn't work. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, this function is supposed to do a certain thing. It does not, in fact, do that thing. Therefore, this is unplayable. And this level is basically impossible to complete. It would be a very funny thing if there was, like, all this other video game, and there probably is, like a whole other part of this game that we have not seen. Vast amounts of levels and content that cannot be seen ever because this level does not work. Fascinating stuff. Oh my god, we're doing that too? That's ambitious. When your other shit does not work, you're doing barrels in between that? That's bold. You got a checkpoint. They are trying some stuff here. Was there a tiny zinger? I've been so focused on trying to do everything else, I wasn't actually looking at that. This is utterly deranged that they expect you to do that and even be bold enough for that to even function and work. That is absolutely unhinged. So yeah, now it's just full on ROM hack, like derogatory kind of game design right now. Like they've gone, like this is the world where they went completely off the rails. I was waiting for it to happen because all games, almost all types of games of this sort do that. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of when they decide, fuck it, just go crazy. Just completely go unhinged. And remember, there's not like a reasonable, feasible way to farm lives in this that we know about. Because like I go back to 5 lives whenever I get a game over, so the checkpoint will not remain because it works like it does on the original games. Fascinating. Fascinating stuff, chat. The kind of fan game stuff or ROM hack stuff tends to often turn into this. There are, of course, exceptions. There's the tiny zinger. I see it now. There are, of course, exceptions, obviously. There's some very high-quality fan games. There are very high-quality ROM hacks. But a lot of them like to do this sort of game design ethos of, like, do things that the game is not made to do. Right? Yeah, no, the background doesn't match the level or anything. It's just some random level. They've done that in some other stages too. What? It just didn't work that time. Okay. This is astounding. Like, there's so many things in this that just, like, will not work or just randomly break. It's like you just, like, try something and then just sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It's interesting. There was like no play testing on this or just zero care and thought put into the idea of making this actually functional. Like, it's a little tricky to say that this actually has heart put into it or even effort put into it, because this is so fucking busted. Tiny zingers. It is so funny. Whatever, we did it. We somehow got through that level, chat. I don't know how we did that. Maybe it's because I've played way too much Donkey Kong Country. And even though it doesn't technically play like Donkey Kong Country, there's enough similarity for me to go off of something. So we're coming up to Andre's room and a boss. That's what we're doing here. Because I was legit about to quit the game. That was like, we were on the precipice. Somehow we have endured. It continues. Consider yourselves fortunate. Or maybe unfortunate. Wow, is it serious that you managed to balance in these barrels? That's what I call skill. And talking about skills, there's one I like a lot. And you know that Kiddy Kong can walk on water? Yeah, he can. What? Yeah, that's a mistranslation. A lot of people don't know this, but I've always loved Kiddy's special ability. You may roll on water. He's not Jesus Christ. Just don't ask me how to do it. Only the most skilled can. In fact, in some places, this skill helps a lot. It is very important to know your full potential to overcome obstacles. The chat is good, but as you know, I need to continue programming here. I got lots of fucked up levels and fucked up physics to do, you know, important stuff. Have I ever seen Kiddy Kong and JC at the same place at the same time, you know? I guess you're right about that, I haven't. You got me there. Clubba Yellow. Oh, this is gonna be good. It's just gonna be the DKC2 World 3 boss, isn't it? And he's gonna jump around. And then I throw TNT barrels at him, right? We got a obstacle in the center. Okay, he's doing like his other thing too. There are TNT barrels. He is hopping. I think if you get too close to him, he'll like, yeah, he tries to swipe you. So it's not like he's doing that on like a pattern. It's just when he gets too close, he'll hit you with it. I can see that being a problem. Like game design wise, a problem. Because how are you going to fully avoid that, right? I guess the best way is you go around him when you hit him. Because you get iframes. Yeah, Donkey Kong's throw is like the worst ever. They were faithful about keeping his throw as shitty as possible. I don't know why they gave him that theme. Anyway, that's a game over, but we saved. There's no... You can't skip this, it seems. So we get to watch this in full every time. You might be right about that, Disaster Millennial. You might be onto something. Yeah, he put the resources into this in the right areas. I like how they just immediately put you into the fight. They do give you a bit of a buffer for his, like, I don't like how I'm trapped with Donkey Kong again. Apparently I just hit the wall. The invisible wall instead of the boss. Now I don't have a good thrower anymore. I only have people who throw like shit. I guess that's the strat for Donkey Kong, is just do it like it's King Zing Sting. He's doing it faster, chat. Are you afraid? Faster. Faster! You're shaking in your boots. Oh, fuck that one up.
I don't do nukes.
You don't do nukes? Oh, it's unfortunate the barrel spawned over there because now I have to deal with this shit. Oh, we beat him. I like how this, all the boss design has one idea. Why'd that music play twice? Why is, like, everything in this just broken at every turn? Why is it always like that? I gotta save, obviously. I sure like this saving system they kept in. It's a very good saving system. I'm glad they reproduced it for a 2023 video game. At least I think it came out in 2023, this version. What world number? I don't know. 5, 4. How do you get to Funky? There we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're in World 5 now. Bee's Invasion is the name of World 5. I wonder what levels will be here. Chat? So I knew it was going to happen at some point. When I went into this world, it opened up a new window and a new EXE. It is now titled Donkey Kong Country: The Trilogy 02. Now that doesn't mean anything bad. The game is running. It is working. It just closed the other EXE and opened up another game behind it. So what I have to do is I have to change the window capture, because it's pointing at the wrong EXE now. It now has to point at Donkey Kong Country: The Trilogy 02. Beehive on the tree. It is... They sure tried with these animations. Oh, your sprite's just breaking completely, Donkey Kong. Let me, like, change your color. There, that's better. This is your original color now. Now you don't do that. Tommy, I don't want to spoil anything necessarily, but there are 3 EXEs. Oh, sure, that just does that. All the color grading for this is just wrong, like incorrect. So I noticed this Kato Ninetails enemy here. It doesn't like recover when he throws. That's interesting. I guess that's why it's called the Trilogy, because there are 3 EXEs. It's a choice. Why do they have all these buzzers here? By the way, I don't think that the creator of this understood why buzzers are in Donkey Kong Country 3 and why it makes no sense for zingers to still be around and buzzers. Crappy username. Hello, how's the game been? Just watch me play it for a bit and you'll get your answer. Okay. Tiny zinger again. Just a little guy. I don't want to gas myself up too much, but I'm pretty sure that if anybody else in our circle tried to play this game, they would probably... I died at the checkpoint. That's awesome. They probably wouldn't get this far. They probably wouldn't. At least not within this time frame. Those are some really good emotes. Damn. Who is Barbarous King? Interesting. All right, to pause the game, I have to hold down the start button, and then to unpause it, I have to press P on my keyboard. I keep forgetting this important detail. Just wondering who this person was. Barbarous King. Do they stream Donkey Kong games? Is that something they do? All right. Can I just, like, throw? Oh, he did stop. It just took a long time. Yeah, they don't do that in the original game. They only show up in 2, I think. What is that pattern? That's a weird pattern. No wonder I keep getting hit there. I'm down here now. Where is this? I just did a zip. I'm either playing Super Mario Brothers 2 for the NES, or I'm playing Sonic. Is it Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 where you can do zips? Anyway, that just did that. I don't know where I am. I don't know what the progression is. 1 and 2? Okay, cool. Yeah, I have no idea where I am. Am I going down? Am I going up? Am I going to the right? Am I going to the left? Nobody knows. I seem to be going down because I can't go back up the other way. I think I'm at the beginning of the level. I don't know, though. No, this seems different. Yeah, this is different. It's weird that that steel barrel destroyed those yellow zingers. It didn't do that on that last stage. It's funny that happened now. Wonder why that happened. What do you think, chat? Oh, there's a platform there. I'd not noticed that. It like blended into the background. Well, that's too bad. It's almost like Donkey Kong isn't designed for that stage and for those really tight areas or something. It gets its own code base and it just works differently. Wouldn't surprise me. It was made over 7 years after all. Maybe they kept expanding the game. Maybe that's why it's structured that way, where they're like, well, because of the weird, stupid shit that I did with whatever it is I did, I guess if I want to add on more to this, I need to do its own EXE. And that's the only way I can solve this problem. They might have expanded the dong. It's true. You know what's something I find fascinating about this? Is that those, like, barrel dudes running around, sometimes they stay on their platform. In the last EXE, at least, on that, they would stay there and not follow you down to the other areas. That's why I ignored him, because I assumed, like the other levels, he would just, you know, not follow me, but they changed it again. Yeah, it's the last EXE. The previous one. This pattern, by the way, is heinous. I don't know. God. The way that they positioned that was terrible. We made it to a checkpoint, which honestly isn't that far into the level, so I get the impression it's a fake checkpoint. They've done that in, like, the original games, where they put, like, a checkpoint almost near the start of the level anyway. I think we're back to where we were before, where we zipped. Yeah, this is where we were before. This is gaming. Yeah, this is the part where I die. What is Donkey Kong doing? So I think the objective here, yeah, they don't want you to get in the sides of the honey. That, like, gets you killed. It becomes like an obstacle, a problem for you to overcome in that section of that teeny tiny bit of the level. So that's bait. Speaking of teeny tiny, love the tiny zingers. Big fan. We're near the end of the level. It's time for us to die. So how do we get up here? Is there going to be a hidden hook? Like there is in the second game? Because I can't get up here. Unless... Oh, that's game design. What the fuck? Why is that there? Animal friends were there for like 2 seconds, and then they stopped using them. They got bored. So about how this level isn't designed for Donkey Kong. He's too fat. Truly a fascinating specimen of a video game. You know what I also noticed is Dixie Kong won't show up anymore. I think that they are limiting the amount of Kongs that are showing up here. Or I'm just getting really bad RNG. It's either one. Because I don't think Dixie has ever shown up in this level. Kitty's been pretty rare too. Not that it would make much of a difference versus Donkey Kong. Well, honestly, the whole, like, concept of animal friends being lame and changing your mind on it mid-development isn't unusual because, like, even though it wasn't mid-development, Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze don't really have animal buddies either. They're, like, almost completely extinct in those games. Rambi's the only one who shows up in the Returns, and almost never. And then Tropical Freeze has like 1 or 2 more, but like barely. So yeah, the animal buddies are barely in that. So for whatever reason, they just don't like them. Like anyone who's gone back to make these games, they just don't like that concept, and you just abandon it. Couldn't really tell you why. That's a bonus room. A real bonus room. Grab the bananas. Where are they? Oh, they're on adjacent sides. Game design. Could barely see the fucking bananas with this camera. Nice loop on that music. We were getting a lot more bonuses at the start until the game, like, blacked me out when I tried to change resolutions or mess with it or try to make the window bigger. So I stopped, like, outside of just the troll bonus barrels, I stopped engaging with that because I lost my progress completely. So I guess we're going down. The Big K. Rool honey statue is astounding, truly. Oh, yeah, I know. I didn't want to have to go through the trouble of VM, though. I've never done it. Someday, maybe I will have a better reason. I did not want to spend God knows how long learning about it. Generally, I try to, when I learn new computer stuff like that, that's more technical, I try to learn it on a more leisurely pace when it's not tied to something like content. That's usually how I like to do it, so it just doesn't have that same pressure. Hey, there's a save point. I don't know how we're still managing to get through this. Blue crystals. They are blue. Oh yeah, this is the silverware remix of this music here. This is definitely the worst remix I've ever fucking heard. Hey, Animal Buddy. We were just talking about them. They're back. Oh, we got spikes now. Or something. We're like using a switch to remove like obstacles, spike things, a lever. Actually, interesting, that was the intended solution. I only knew that was the intended solution because I know what Squitter does. If you were playing this blind and never played a Donkey Kong Country game before, that would have fucked you over and you would have no idea what to do, probably. The multiplayer in Donkey Kong Country Returns is so fucking jank that I can't imagine that they put that much thought or effort into it in the first place. That's just my opinion, though. No, it didn't. Which is shocking to me that it didn't. Which is kind of bizarre. I love these, like, tiny versions of things that they have going on here. It's really funny. I don't know why they're like that. Some are just different sizes for some fucking reason. Like, even these tires are all smaller than what they originally are. There's, like... Yeah, like, they're all just weirdly smaller. Oh, I just slipped through the platform. Oh, and they have a death plane now that they've added. So you can't retrace your steps in the level, so they just have a death plane. That's always the best game design. You really want to mimic an NES game. I mean, I guess some of the Donkey Kong Country games did it too, to an extent. I think one or two of them did it. Like, sometimes with a few levels, but almost never. They would almost always let you retrace your path. It's really easy to slip off these platforms, especially when every Kong has their own different hitbox or sprite size, so you don't actually know, like, when it's safe to actually be on the edge. Fascinating stuff. This music is truly atrocious. This looks quite jank. Oh, yeah. Unbelievably so, and also incredibly buggy. There was one level earlier that I was pretty convinced was impossible, but somehow I managed to get through it. I don't know how. But there was one level that was like, basically like, just the core function of the level did not work correctly. It would just kill me when it felt like it. Oh wow, that's moving really fast. This is an idea for a stage. Am I going left? Am I going right? Nobody knows. I am not going for the coin. Fuck that. Wow. I don't think Donkey Kong is built to do that. That's a common problem that keeps coming up with these levels is a lot of these Kongs don't work with the level that it was made for. And they're either random. Well, in this level, they're definitely random. Yeah, that's just all a choice. I should have waited. At least we got another Kong. Better one than Donkey Kong, in theory. That should hit Diddy, but it doesn't for some reason. That was the end of the level too, dang. I'm amazed I've made it this far. I was expecting to drop out of this much sooner. Very surprised by my progress. I also noticed this is incredibly stingy with lives. So they really want you to just keep going back to save. Up and then down. Oh, that sounds ominous. Okay, this is just here for some reason. A lot of this sure has no cohesion. Oh, and we're doing the DKC3, like, woodpeckers. A lot of mechanics at play here. What? I don't know why I couldn't jump that. Why do I have to bait these things? Can't they just go on their own? They don't seem to damage me, at least. What? Throw. That was fair. Oh, that just didn't work. That's the sentence of the day. Yeah, that thing didn't work. That's Kiddy Kong's special ability. Only he can destroy the big blue dudes. How are we only at the letter K? How fucking huge is this level? This level must be like a fucking 15-minute level. If we've only seen the K now, that's disturbing. Is this like a fucking Sonic level? Are there like multiple routes? What is happening? It sure fucking seems that way, doesn't it? Like I could go to the left, I could go to the right. Checkpoint. What the fuck? These guys are here now? I love when I just have random shit in my level. With no cohesion. Just random shit everywhere for some... Like, we're going down now, I guess. So maybe we couldn't access these levels, or maybe I could have sequence broke them. Whoa, it just instantly killed me. They didn't even, like, make me go down the pit. It was just an instant death. Amazing. They didn't even try. I bet this is a fake bonus. Yeah, so that's what it looks like, chat. Yeah, that one didn't try either. The bonus that puts you at the beginning of the level and basically kills you. So that's game design. I noticed that these only stop for the individual dudes here. Not the ones, the other guys, just those. And only those. I'd love if I know where I was going. The camera is so freaking bad in this. Well, that gave me no time. Really? This is shit. I can't fucking see. Just fucking jumping in the fucking leap of faiths and infinite leap of faiths. This level's also ungodly long, like I suspected it would be. Yeah, no, it's true. It's like just continuing to up the ante and getting incredibly lazy with its design choices too. Like, I should have went back for that Kong. But yeah, a big problem with this that continues to just come up and I keep hammering this point down is that random Kong selection is the worst fucking mechanic. Because here's the thing, right? Now that I'm Diddy Kong, this section is actually a bit easier. Because I can actually move at like a higher speed, unlike the heavier Kongs, which actually are not made for this level and secretly... Fuck! You want the other one. I went the wrong way there, because it looked like I could go down that way, but I couldn't. I somehow didn't touch that barrel. I don't know why it didn't work. Now we're stuck with Kiddy Kong, who would be bad for this stage. Because he's slower. Okay. The same thing happened because I can't fucking see. Kitty is bad in any stage? True. True. Anyway, this stage is absolutely fucking terrible. Oh, we're operating on that tier of jank. So, chat, do you want to guess what happens when I get a game over? You want to guess what it does? It switches back to the first EXE, that's right. So if I go back in here, then it goes back to the second. Well, now it's back capturing. At least I don't have to do anything from a stream perspective. It just takes a bit. This is so bad. I think it'd be pretty hard to top, like... Oh my god, that's right. We have to do this whole other half of the level. That takes forever because you have to bait the woodpeckers. Ooh, I don't know if I want to play this anymore, chat. This is getting to that tier of really unfun. Oh, I know what the level's name is, up and down. But, I do not like having to do all this again because it also requires waiting. So there's no way to speedrun through this. At least not without breaking the game, which, as we've learned, is very easy to do. I don't know about wanting to do all this shit again. This is a lot. This level is like a 10-minute level. Apparently you can kill those ones. Hmm. Truly a unique video game, though. There's not another one like it. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? That's for you to decide. I wouldn't be one to, voice my own opinions onto you and tell you what to think. Maybe you look at this and you're like, I want to play this right now. You're like, this is made for me. This is my hole. I belong in here. Well, I made it back. I figured that would happen because it's almost pixel perfect precise that if you are not holding right when you touch that barrel, you are dead. Good to know I'm correct. I like how Dixie even runs faster. The barrel isn't working anymore. The barrel isn't working. I can't get out of the barrel. The barrel will not spin. I am trapped in here. In the biz, this is what we call a soft lock. I also can't quick exit the level because I haven't beaten it. I can try pausing the game. Nope. We're just trapped in here now forever. It's about how this game just arbitrarily just stops working. Like core functions just, the game will just decide that just won't work. This is probably the worst case scenario of that. So yeah, this is actually just a full-on soft lock caused by the game. Fascinating stuff. I'm very impressed by how bad this is. I was expecting it to be more playable than this. I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting it to at least be a game that you can play all the way to the end, even if it was really, really difficult. Like, I was expecting a modicum of playability out of this. And I'm actually very surprised that I got this far. Like, I'm genuinely surprised I got as far as I have. If I were to guess based off of there being 3 EXEs, I'm probably somewhere halfway through the game. There's probably something like 10 worlds or a dozen worlds or something. But you know that what the game is going to do is that it's going to, like, because the developer literally basically said so, without outright saying it, more of a hint. The developer was like, you better go back and collect that stuff and use Funky's flights to grab all those collectibles I put in those stages. Just thought, and the developer's like, just saying that you should do that. It's going to be helpful later on. So you know that at some point in this game, I'm going to reach that, right? Where it's going to be like, go back and get everything. Get all of the stuff. All of it. And that would be where I would stop playing anyway. So I don't know how far we are to that point. Or maybe that's only related to unlocking like a secret world or a secret like whole other batch of the game or something. I don't know. Anyway, considering this game is unplayable in every facet, I would say that this is an excellent stopping point for this game. So this was Donkey Kong Country, the Trilogy Definitive Edition. Fascinating stuff. What if I unlock the 4th EXE? Well, it's not in the file structure, so unless they hid it somewhere. Anyway, that's the video game.